chained the thief. I was kneeling long after the congregation was on its feet. Dip both hands in holy water, to raise the Trinity across my chest, my tiny body drooping like a question all over. I asked Jesus to fix me, but when he did not answer, I befriended silence in the hopes that my sin would burn and sorrow in my mouth would dissolve like sugar on tongue, but shame lingered as an aftertaste. And in an attempt to reintroduce me to sanctity, my mother, slowly of the miracle I was, said, I will grow up to be anything I want. I decided to be a boy. It was cute. I had a snapback, toothless grin, used skin knees as street cred, played hide and seek with what was left of my goal. I was it. I was the winner of the game that the other kids couldn't play. I was the mystery of an anatomy, a question asked but not answered, tightropping between awkward boy and apologetic girl. And when I turned 12, the boy phase was indeed cute anymore. I was met with nostalgic aunts who missed in my knees under the shadow of skirts, who reminded me that my kind of attitude wouldn't bring a husband home, that I exist for heterosexual marriage and childbearing. And I swallow their insults along with their slurs. Naturally, I did not come out of the closet, but the kids at my school opened it without my permission and called me by a name I did not recognize, said lesbian. But I was more boy than girl, more Ken than Barbie. It had nothing to do with hating my body. I just love it enough to let it go. I treat it like a house. And when your house is falling apart, you do not evacuate. You make it comfortable enough to house all your insides. You make it pretty enough to invite guests over. You make the floorboards strong enough to stand on. My mother fears I have named myself after fairy things. As she counts the echoes left behind by Maya Hall, Ida Alcon, Blake Brockington, she fears that I'll die without a whisper, that I'll turn into what shame conversations at the bus stop. She claims I have turned myself into a mausoleum. The news headlines have turned my identity into a spectacle. Bruce Jenner on everyone's lips, and the brutality of living in this body becomes an asterisk at the bottom of equality pages. No one ever thinks of us as human, because when we're ghosts and flesh, people fear that my gender expression is a trick, that it exists to be more perverse, that my body is a feast for their hands and eyes, and after they have fed off of my queer, they'll regurgitate the parts they do not like. They'll hand me back into the closet, along with all the other skeletons. I will be the best attraction, so you see how easy it is to talk people into coffins, to misspell their names in front of gravestones, and people still wonder why there are boys watching. They go away in high school hallways. They are feared of becoming a hashtag in a second, classroom discussions becoming like Judgment Day. I wonder how long it will be before the trans suicide notes start to be redundant. Now the oncoming traffic is also embracing more transgender children than parents. Now our bodies are starting to become lessons about sin, way before we learn how to love them like God didn't save on His breath and mercy, like my blood is not the wine that washed over Jesus' feet. Now my prayers are getting stuck in my throat. Maybe I'm finally fixed. Maybe I just don't